Hello there, Boston. My name is Paul Flores Taylor, and I have the distinct honor of returning as your auctioneer to this year's gala. Ahead of the gala in a few weeks, we wanted to take a few moments to get you familiar with the most important part of the evening, and that is our Fund the Mission. This is a part of the evening where the lights go down, service comes to a pause, and we ask the audience to direct their attention to the stage, where a patient speaker takes a mic to discuss their journey with arthritis. Once the patient speaker is done, we move into Fund the Mission and the various levels of giving. This is a part where we ask you to raise your paddle and support the Arthritis Foundation and our mission at any level you feel comfortable doing. Now, you can give night of the event, or you can give right now by clicking the link in this email, and it will take you to a website where you can give at whatever amount you feel comfortable doing. Before we get into the paddle race here in the virtual space, I'm going to introduce you to a little girl named Dylan, and Dylan is going to walk us through her journey with arthritis.
The Arthritis Foundation is one of the biggest reasons that Dylan is where she's at. They have helped fund research that has gotten us to where we are for the treatments we have now.
All the donations to the Arthritis Foundation mean a great deal. They mean that the Arthritis Foundation can continue to put on the great events that they do. They go to finding a cure. They go to providing support for the families that think of it as their disease and not just their child's disease as well.
They really are advocates for these kids and their families and even the adults. And that's kind of what I was, looking for, was some guidance from people who had already experienced what I experienced.
If there was another family or another dad that reached out to me kind of asking for support or, hey, what was your experience like, or anything like that, I think the biggest thing that I would want them to know is obviously they're not alone. They have a big community of people that can kind of help provide support, and that there's nothing that they're going to encounter that they won't be able to deal with. It's all different. Every day is different. You never know what's going to happen, but what you do know is you will get through it.
The science and the fundraising that goes towards the research is why I ask for every dollar that I ask for. I truly believe that in Dylan's lifetime, we will see either great improvements in treatment or possibly the cure. And that is 100% my goal.
All right, Boston, let's dive into the Fund the Mission and the various levels of giving. Our first level of giving is $5,000, and it is estimated that over 30 million Americans have osteoarthritis, and increasingly more and more are developing the disease as young adults. The Arthritis Foundation is working to accelerate progress in finding ways to slow or halt osteoarthritis. The Picasso Project collaborates with leading arthritis investigators and 9 research institutions. Together, they comprise the Osteoarthritis Clinical Trials Network. The Project Picasso stands for Post-Injury Knee Arthritis Severity Outcomes. The study looks very promising, and your contribution of $5,000 can help make this research successful. Our next level of giving is $2,500, and it goes towards the severe shortage of rheumatology specialists in the United States, especially in underserved, often underrepresented parts of the country. That's why the Arthritis Foundation grants fellowship awards to universities dedicated to expanding the number of rheumatologists, encouraging medical students to practice in this field. Your investment of $2,500 can support a focus on bringing more rheumatologists to communities nationwide. All right, Boston, our next level of giving is $1,000, and it goes towards our juvenile arthritis camps as well as our JA Power Packs. These are essential things for kids who are diagnosed with arthritis. And it's not just the kids who benefit, it's the families as well. This is an opportunity where families can come together, ask questions, and learn and exchange tips from each other. The JA Power Packs also contain really important information and items that help kids and their families along their arthritis journey. Our next level of giving is $500. And people with arthritis face unique barriers to care. But through the Arthritis Foundation and our nationwide network of committed advocates, we are fighting to address key policies on both the state and federal levels with lawmakers, insurers, employers, and regulators. This year, The Arthritis Foundation joined 76 NHC member organizations in a consensus statement on health equity. We are committed to ending structural discrimination in the healthcare system, elevating patient voices, and developing a successful strategy for reform. And our final level of giving is $100. The Arthritis Foundation offers trustworthy information about ways to control arthritis pain and disability. Through the Foundation website, podcasts, webinars, ebooks, social channels, and more, the Arthritis Foundation is the leading authority to turn to, the most dependable go-to place for folks suffering from arthritis. Your support of $100 can mean that folks will continue getting the information and tips they need to live their best lives. All right, Boston, thank you so much for taking the time to learn about the Fund the Mission section of our gala. As mentioned, you can give the night of the event by raising those paddles. I'll be calling them out one by one, but if you feel most comfortable doing so right now, you can click the link in your email. Again, any amount is appreciated, and it all goes towards finding a cure for arthritis. Thank you all so much for your attention today, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.